Hey guys, I'm 13 here. Topic of the video is leather or textile. I do believe I'm saying that right. What am I talking about? I'm talking about leather or textile. For riding gear, especially for like motorcycle jackets and sometimes for pants even, you get two choices. You can either go leather jacket or textile. Textile just means like not leather. It means like different materials other than textiles. Materials other than leather. A lot of people will just say leather or nothing. I hear that a lot. That's because leather gives you superior safety. I think as of now, like leather is pretty much the number one choice. You know, obviously Kevlar is great, but the outer layer of a jacket wouldn't be Kevlar. That's like on the inside, and even the ones that are textile have Kevlar on the inside. So that's not really. So what's my opinion? Textile or leather? My opinion is both. I have, at present, I have two textiles. Actually, I have two textiles and two leather. And then I have other leather. I have quite a few leather jackets actually, but some of them are just for fashion. They're not riding jackets. Specifically, like armored riding jackets. I have two textile and two leather. And the reason for this is because leather provides more safety, so I'll use the leather when I can. When can't I? When it's too, the answer to that is when it's too hot. Today it's supposed to go up to 34 degrees Celsius with and then you throw in the fact that we have like 100% humidity here, or 99% humidity. That means that the temperature today, like the real feel of the temperature is going to be somewhere around 40 degrees Celsius. Don't you just love that? I just love that. People die like that so often in Taiwan. They'll be in the right-hand lane, and then as they get to the intersection, they'll make a left-hand turn, and there'll be like a bus in the left-hand lane or something, and it'll just... It's so common. I've seen so many videos on Live Leak. Yeah. What was I saying? So yeah, like today, oh man, like I was talking to a guy who makes leather jackets, and he gave me one, and then he's like, yeah, it's perforated. I'm like, it's too hot, I can't wear it here. And he's like, it's perforated, it'll breathe. You know, perforations are like holes in the leather so that lets some air get through it. He's like, it's perforated. He's like, take it out, try it, you'll see it's perforated, it'll be okay in the hot. I'm like, man, you don't understand. It's hot here, you know. You can't compare compare perforations in a leather jacket to a mesh textile jacket, which is what I'm wearing right now. A mesh textile jacket, it's body armor where you need it, and in places where you don't need it, it's just like nothing. It's just like a net, you know. It's just mesh, and the air goes right through. It's like I think my whole back pretty much is mesh, but there's armor on the inside, so I've got armor on. I got a back protector on, but then the back of the jacket is pretty much like non-existent. It's just mesh. And then the chest, my entire chest area is mesh. You don't really need, on a sports bike, you don't really need chest protection. On like dirt bikes and stuff, you do. Generally, sport bike riders, we fall down on our side, and then we roll a bit, and chest normally doesn't need protection. I don't know if like, I think MotoGP guys, they don't have like chest protectors. Yeah, but anyway, so, but you know, some of them do have chest protection, but this one doesn't. If you can you see in the mirror? All of this is just pure big ass mesh, and the air goes straight through my chest, and then go straight into my jacket at the chest, and then out through the back. So I've literally got like a breeze that just runs around the front of my chest and out through the back, as if I was not wearing a jacket at all. You know, and not wearing a jacket at all in comparison to wearing leather with perforations, it's a huge difference in temperature degrees. So even though it's like 34 degrees Celsius out here, And then with the real feel thrown in, it's like hotter than that, much hotter than that, due to the humidity. I'm comfortable right now. I'm probably sweating a little bit, but it's not bad. If I was wearing perforated leathers right now, I would just be pouring sweat. Doesn't matter how perforated they are, I would be pouring sweat. And some people are like, yeah, well, I'd rather be safe. You know, I'd rather, you know, keep my skin than, you know, than worry about sweating. You know, like I'd rather. It goes beyond that, in my opinion. In my opinion, I honestly think, because if you're sweating constantly and you're like your body temperature is just like overheated, then the problem is that the problem is that an overheated brain isn't going to think straight, man. Your brain is meant to run at a certain temperature, just like a CPU, just like an engine. And if you're overheating, hold on. If you're overheating, then you're not going to be thinking straight. And if you're not thinking straight when you're like flying along on a motorcycle, it's not a good idea. So anyways, I think the safety that leather gives you in hot weather doesn't compare to the danger that it gives you by overheating your brain and making you think unclearly. Nobody thinks as clearly as me. So yeah. So in my opinion, but like if the weather's cool enough, yes, of course, wear leather. If it's really hot out, I don't think it's worth the risk of thinking unclearly due to ooh shit. See, why would it do that? I had the clutch all the way in, and then when I shifted down, it like grinded as if the clutch wasn't in. And I just had it adjusted to.